The Carolina Panthers are, at the very least, in rebuild mode again. But even though Steve Wilks absolutely had this team in a position to win, I think he deserves a lot of credit. I also think that he definitely needs to be in that conversation for being a guy that comes back as the head coach. I absolutely love to see it. So, but as far as the Carolina Panthers and their 2022 NFL draft class, there's a lot of things to go over. So today we're grading them, if I didn't make that abundantly clear. So here we go. We could talk about Ikem Ekwonu, who started all 17 games. Hey, Colton, we're in the new age here. So over 1,000 snaps for the Panthers, 13 penalties, 6 sacks, 65.3 PFF grade. Here's the thing: it wasn't pretty to start out with, but Ikem Ekwonu is going to be that dude at left tackle for the Panthers. Yes, there were growing pains, there were rough times, but over the majority of the stretch of the season, this dude was a stud, just an absolute stud in the run game, in the pass game. Yeah, he's that dude at left tackle that the Panthers have been waiting for. You drafted him for a reason, to be that cornerstone at left tackle, and he looks like he's going to be that dude. Then later, a couple of rounds later, in 88-ish picks later, third round, they selected a quarterback, Matt Corral, out of Ole Miss. I can't talk today, excuse me. Went on IR early in the season. I think it's going to be interesting how that plays into this year, though, because Matt Corral is a guy that, quite honestly, could challenge the next future starting quarterback, because I do think he's got a lot of physical traits. I loved him coming out of Ole Miss, and I think it's going to be interesting to see, at the very least, what he does in the preseason. So definitely going to be a name to watch. So obviously an A for the Ikem Ekwonu pick, but for Matt Corral, I'd give it a C+, a B, because there's really not a lot you can judge on yet. So, or maybe even a C. Maybe that's average. But fourth round, number 120 overall, the Panthers selected linebacker Brandon Smith out of Penn State. Played in 12 games, started 1, had 8 total tackles, and a 28.3 PFF grade. Listen, the Panthers defense is stacked. They just run around, they make plays, they do their thing, and you love to see it. So, Brandon Smith, year one wasn't exactly great. So for this one, I'd give exactly a C+. I think he's a guy that, quite honestly, probably going to continue to get better as the years go on here, and he continues to grow in that defense. It is what it is, mainly a special teamer in his first year, especially being behind guys like Brian Burns and company. Yeah, you get it. In the 6th round, the Panthers selected Amari Barno, the defensive end out of Virginia Tech, with the 189th overall selection. 9 games, 9 starts, 2 sacks, a 64.0 PFF grade. I really like his ability to rush the passer. I think he's going to continue to grow and be a big part of this defense, at least in a reserve role. Maybe he could develop into a starter down the line. Still in the 6th round, the Panthers selected Cade Mays, the guard out of Tennessee, with the 199th overall selection. 11 games, 2 starts. He played a total of 51 total snaps, had a 62.6 PFF grade. Cade Mays, low-key, might develop into a starter down the line. He's going to be a stud. I think he could be a guy that, yes, sits for maybe a year, maybe 2, doubt 2. But I do think he does come back in his second year and provide some good snaps. I think he could be a starter and be a stud in the NFL. And then finally in the 7th round, Kalen Barnes, I'm not good with names, I apologize, was originally cut and made his way to the Vikings practice squad. So this draft class for the Panthers, it might not look great, but you do get a couple of young developing guys in Brandon Smith and Amari Barno, as well as, Matt Corral might be able to show you something. We'll have to see for that rookie quarterback to TBD to potentially come in and play against him. And then, yes, Ikem Ekwonu to North Carolina State. Dude's an absolute stud. I think he could be a guy that, yes, you build around on that offensive line, but this offensive line actually played pretty well in a lot of stretches there throughout the season. But he's your guy at left tackle. Set it. Forget it, put a pin in it, whatever you want to say about it. But that's it. If you want to talk about grades for the rest of these, so Amari Barno, yes, Cade Mays, I would say he's a C+, and then Kalen Barnes, I'd go with a C. It is what it is. This total draft, though, I'd give it a B. You got your franchise left tackle, and you got some other pieces as well. But let us know what you guys think about this draft class. Make sure you guys like it, subscribe down below, leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the grading of the Carolina Panthers 2022 NFL Draft Class.